Sundays in New York can be a pleasant time, especially if you're among the Shea Stadium faithful who come to see another exciting chapter in the saga of the man with the eggshell knees. The man, of course, is Joe Namath. As he goes, so go the Jets. Facing the man last week was the machine, an awesome powerhouse built by head coach Don Shula. From a joke to challenger to the team to beat in just 3 years, Shula built his machine in a series of interchangeable parts. These parts have meshed to make Miami the only undefeated team in the NFL this season.
Rick Weaver, Lou Quickmer, and Henry Barrow. Just a gorgeous day for football here from Shea Stadium. We are ready to go. Yefremian waiting for the official signal. Here he comes forward. He gets the tone of the ball. He gets it high against the wind. Farasopoulos comes out at the 5. He grabs it straight ahead of the 10. Cutting to the near side. The 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and he strikes out at the 35. Tackled by Lloyd Mumford. A fine return by Chris Farasopoulos, who is a safety man on defense. Now setting the Jets for you offensively. Namath the quarterback. Bell and Maynard the wide receivers. Castor is the tight end. We have Cliff McClain starting at a running back spot, number 42. Dolphins defense. Jen Herter and Stan Phil at the end. Fernandez and Dunaway the tackles. Bonacani, Swift, and Colin are the linebackers. Foley and Johnson the quarterbacks. Scott and Anderson the safeties. Namath, of course, the quarterback. First down, Jets at their 35-yard line. Joe deploys 2 wide receivers off to the far side of the field. Here is Namath, the handoff to McClain through a hole on the right side. Shakes the tackle, and he's knocked down at about the 37. All right, we have a second down and 8 for the Jets. The ball at their 37-yard line. Namath back to throw. He has time. He fires the ball and is caught by Maynard across the 50 in the Dolphins territory at the 48-yard line. 14-yard pass completion to Don Maynard. First down, Jets at the Dolphins 48-yard line. Here's the handoff to Liggins through a hole on the right side, gets to the 40-yard line and is knocked down right there. John Riggins, who leads the American Football Conference in rushing, the ball carrier, rambles for 8 yards across the right side. Bonacani and Colin in on the stop. We have 11 minutes, 59 seconds left to go in the first quarter. There is no score. Right now we have a second and 15. The ball at the Miami 40-yard line. Castor is the wide man to the far side. We've got Barkham and Maynard split off the near side. Riggins and McClain are the split backs in behind Namath. He has a couple of double sets all the way through this offensive picture. He's throwing the slant to the near sideline. It is caught and out of bounds by Maynard just inside the 30. That will not be good enough for a first down. They need about 5 more yards. Running him out was left cornerback Tim Foley, as Maynard just slanted out to the near sideline, and Joe lofted the ball to him, and he caught it. For the Jets, the ball just inside the Dolphins' 30-yard line. Calling the signals on the quick count. Hands off on the draw. McClain through a hole on the left side. He's got the first down. Inside the 25, down to about the Dolphins' 23-yard line. Second down and 8. The football at the Dolphins' 21-yard line. They are certainly within field goal range. On the snap, Namath straight to throw. He fires for the far corner. It is caught by Barkham at the 11. And he is out of bounds at about the 10-yard line on the far side of the field. And that is a first and goal situation for the Jets. The ball at the Dolphins' 10-yard line. Third and goal from the 1-yard line. They have a full house backfield now with 3 running backs in there. Namath from the Dolphins' 1-yard line. Hands off. McClain. He fumbles the ball at the goal line and apparently recovers for the touchdown. The touchdown will go to left guard Randy Rasmussen. That's the first one that he has scored. He recovered McClain's fumble. It was not Schmidt. It was Rasmussen, number 66, the left guard. That drive, 12 plays, 65 yards, consumed 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Dolphin football action continues from Shea Stadium with 8 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in this first quarter. With a score, the Jets 7, the Dolphins nothing. Rick Weaver, Lou Quickmer, and Henry Barrow back at Shea Stadium. Housefield preparing to kick off. Charlie Lee, number 23, and Mercury Morris, 22, are back here at the south end zone to receive Housefield's kickoff. Here it is. A high swiver bounces down the far sideline. Lee picks it up to 5, the 10, the 15 to the 20. Shakes the tackle. For the near side. Stiff arm. He is still looking for the hole. He gets to the 25, slides across another man, and gets to the 27-yard line. So the Dolphins will start from our 26-yard line with Warfield Bob Greasy, the quarterback. Jim Chick and Larry Zonka will be the running back. And Howard Quilley is starting at a wide receiver. The Dolphins' offensive line, Doug Crusan and Norm Evans are the tackles, Morris Fleming the tight end, Kuchenberg and Larry Little the guards, and Jim Langer the center. The Dolphins set in tight this time, with Chick coming in motion to the near side. Quilley is the wingman. Now Chick set. He sets for an instant. The handoff, Zonka, big hole in the middle. He pulls his way across the 30 and gets out to the 33-yard line. A second down and 3. Dolphins football at our 33-yard line. Quilley and Warfield deploy as double wide receivers to the far side. Zonka and Chick out of split backs in behind Greasy. On the snap, the handoff goes to Chick behind Zonka, threads his way through the middle across the 35 and gets out to about the 37-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down. First down for the Dolphins. Putting the Jets defense for you, Philbin, Little, Elliott, and Lomas are the front four. Baker, Atkinson, and Grantham are the linebackers. Cannon and Thomas the cornerbacks, and Farasopoulos and Gus Holloman are the safety. And coming up, it'll be a third down and 4 situation. Put it down at the Dolphins 43. On the snap, Bob drops to throw his first pass. Way back he goes. He fires. Caught by Marv Fleming, and he is about beheaded at the 35-yard line in Jets territory, but not before Greasy picks up a first down, hitting Marv Fleming on a slant coming across the middle, 22 yards, and the Dolphins have a first down at the Jets 35. The tackle by right corner, Hurley Thomas. Third down and 10. Dolphins football at the Jets 35-yard line. 4 minutes and 16 seconds to play in period number 1. The Jets lead by a score of 7-0. On the snap, Bob drops to throw. He sets up, he fires for the far corner. It is incomplete, intended for Quilley. Garo Yepremian will try a 43-yard field goal. Morrow will hold. Garo is 5 for 9 in the field goal kicking department and had 3 big ones last week. Flags go down. Here is the kick. Look from here. It is no good. He hooked it off to the right side. There is a flag on the play, and the penalty is against the Jets, so the Dolphins will get a chance to try it again. And the penalty puts the ball down at the Jets' 30-yard line, so this will now be a 38-yard attempt, and Garo will get another try at it. The far inbound hash mark, Morrow to hold. 4 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down, the kick is up. This time it hits the right upright. It is no good and bounces back into the field. The Jets will put the ball in play and start from their 20-yard line as the Dolphins drive is halted. With 3:59 to go in the first quarter, there is a timeout on the field. Dolphin football action will continue from Shea Stadium in New York with a score. The Jets 7, our Dolphins nothing. And Lloyd Mumford has gone in, along with Bob Matheson. And the Dolphins prevent defense, 3rd and 6. Jets ball at their 24-yard line. Namath sets his ball club. Barkham and Maynard are the wide receivers. Joe back to throw. He has time. Swings the screen out. It is caught by Riggins, and he is tackled at the 25-yard line before he can get the corner turn on the far side of the field by middle linebacker Nick Bonicani. Line of scrimmage, the Jets 25, and O'Neill stands back at the 10. Jets out in front, 7-0. Here's the snap, a little bit high, pulls it down, gets it out of there, and boom's a beauty. A nice high spiral, hangs it up. Anderson makes a fair catch for the Dolphins at our 43-yard line, so we will begin to operate from that position. There is a timeout on the field. Dolphin football action continues from Shea Stadium in New York with a score. The Jets 7, the Dolphins nothing. Rick Weaver back at Shea Stadium in New York. The Dolphins have a first down at our 43-yard line. Kick and Zonka, the split back. Quilley and Warfield, the wide receivers. Hand off the kick. Here comes the sweep to the left side. Cuts to his right. Gets the block and gets up to the 45-yard line. Second down and 8. Dolphins from our 45. Greasy drops the throw. Fires the middle. Caught by Quilley at the 40-yard line in Jets territory and knocked down right there. So Greasy completes his second pass of the afternoon. The Dolphins pick up their third first down at the Jets' 40-yard line. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. On the snap, handoff on the trap. Konka rams the middle, gets about 4. Down to the 36-yard line before he is tackled by a host of green jerseys. Dolphins have a second down and 6 at the Jets' 36. We have 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Jets leading by a score of 7-0. Warfield splits to the near side, Quilley to the far side. Greasy fakes the handoff. Play action. He's plenty of time. Fires the middle. Warfield got it down to the 15, down to the 11-yard line to Paul Warfield. And there is the end of the first quarter. Dolphin football action continues from Shea Stadium in New York with the score. The Jets 7, our Dolphins nothing. So that is a first down, a pickup of 25 yards, 24 yards on the pass completion from Greasy to Paul Warfield. Warfield and Quilley, wide receivers. kick a slot man to the right. The handoff goes to Zonka. Here's the sweep. He is tackled, and a flag goes down at the 15-yard line. Larry Little was out in front of him that time. And we're going to get a clipping call against Miami. The line of scrimmage, 12. The flag was tossed at about the 15-yard line. So that cuts the ball back to the Jets 27. Warfield switches to the far side. Twilley comes to the near side. First and 25. Dolphins at the Jets 27-yard line. Kick and Barca in the eye. Greasy drops the throw. He fires deep. Warfield had fallen down, and the pass is incomplete at the 2-yard line. Dolphins with a second and 25 at the Jets 27-yard line. Warfield is a wide man to the left. Kick and Zonka in the eye. In behind Greasy. Bob on the snap. Pitches to kick. Sweep to the left. He's at the 25. Down to the 20. Dragon tacklers with him inside the 20. To about the 16-yard line. Middle linebacker Al Atkinson, number 62, is the man who dragged him down. All right, the ball at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins need to move it to the 2 to get a first down. Warfield left, Twilley to the near side. Greasy on the snap. Third down play. He drops the fire. He fires. Twilley, touchdown. Great catch. Howard Twilley caught the ball. Steve Tannen was the defensive back. And Twilley, he was going a top lead right at the goal line, was off balance, and Greasy really laid it in there to him, and the Dolphins are right back in the ball game. You permeate in to try the point, and Morrow will hold. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is good. With 13 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the second quarter. That drive, 7 plays, 57 yards. The elapsed time, 3:23. Greasy to Howard Twilley, his first touchdown pass reception of the year, 16 yards. Dolphin football action continues from Shea Stadium in New York with the score. Our Dolphins 7 and the Jets 7. Riggins and McLean are the split backs. Second down and 10. Jets ball from their 20-yard line. Namath, the long count, sets his ball club. On the snap, hands off. Here is McLean through a hole on the left side, across the 25, out to the 30-yard line. Here's second down and 6. On the snap, here's the handoff to Riggins. Big hole left side, 40, 45, up to the 48-yard line. Second down and 10. The Jets with the football at their 47-yard line. Riggins and McLean are the split backs. Now Riggins sets in tight. Behind Namath. Namath hands off to Riggins. Out to the left side. Takes the tackle at the 50 to the 45 and knocked out of bounds. In Dolphins territory at the 43-yard line by right quarterback Curtis Johnson. Second down and 10. Jets from the Dolphins 43. The score is tied 7-7. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Maynard and Barkham are wide receivers to the right side. Castor splits off the near side. Namath up under center. Now sets his back. McLean to the left and Riggins to the right side. Now he sets his offensive line. He fakes the handoff. Play action. He drops the throw. Firing deep down to the right corner. It is going to be intercepted at the 15 to the 20. 25. 30. Jake Scott. He is really up under the 35. Fumbles the ball. Who's got it? Dolphins. Listen to the crowd. Jake Scott picked the pass off back at the 10-yard line, ran it out to the 35. He was hit, fumbled the ball, and Dick Anderson recovered it. So the Dolphins have it at our 35. Listen to this crowd. Dolphins first down at our 35 as Jake Scott intercepts Namath. Here's the end around. Flanker with Warfield carrying. Gets the block. 35, 40. Fumbles the ball. It's loose. Who's got it? Dolphins. Holy Toledo at the 48-yard line. Warfield on a flanker around, coming from the far side to the near side. He was hit, fumbled the football, and Warfield covered it himself. John Little is the man who tackled him, but the Dolphins pick up a first down, 13 yards, out to our 48-yard line. Ball at the Jets 49. It'll be a second down and 7. Dolphins in possession, score tied 7-7, 9-12 left to go. In this contest, in this first half, Greasy drops the throw. He fires for Warfield on the trick at Twilley on the out pattern, and he's got it out of bounds on the far side of the field at the Jets 38-yard line. The tackle by Early Thomas. And that is good for another Dolphins first down. It'll be a third down and 8. Dolphins football at the Jets 36-yard line. We have 8 minutes, 43 seconds to play in this first half. The score is tied 7-7. Greasy drops the throw. He sets. He fires. It is intended for Fleming, knocked away and almost intercepted at the 30-yard line. All right, Garrow in to try a field goal. He missed 2 attempts earlier, although we'll go down the record book as only one official missed because of a penalty that was involved. A 43-yarder from straight out in front, kicking to the south end. Morrow will hold. The snap set down. The kick is up. And this time it is no good. Off to the right. And there is a timeout on the field. Dolphin football action continues from Shea Stadium in New York. With the score, our Dolphins 7, the Jets 7. Third down, 11. For New York. Ball at their 19-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Here is Namath to throw. Being rushed. Flag is down. Here's the pass. Overthrown. Intended for Castor. Incomplete along the near sideline. 6 minutes, 53 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a dogfight up front. Both offensively and defensively, both sides. Here's the snap. Gets a good rush. Gets a wobbly end-over-end kick. Short down the near side. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to mark it in Dolphins territory at about the 38-yard line. That punt by O'Neill that went out of bounds 43 yards, so the Dolphins will start operating from our 38-yard line. Dolphins unable to get into the end zone for touchdowns this afternoon, except on one occasion. Here's the trap play, handoff coming to Zonka, pulls his way across the right side, gets out to about the 41. Here is Twilley, splitting off to the near side. On a 2nd down and 7, Dolphins ball at our 41. Warfield splits to the far side. Kick and Zonka, the split backs behind Greasy. On the snap, Greasy drops the throw, firing for Warfield. Far side, he makes the catch and runs it out of bounds at the 50-yard line. He is run out by right cornerback Early Thomas, and he and Warfield have really been having a set to this afternoon. That is good for a Dolphin first down at the midfield stripe. Dolphins from the 50-yard line. Here's the handoff, kick going inside, finds a hole, puts his head down, and gets to the 46-yard line. And it'll be a 2nd down and 6. Greasy hands off to Zonka, trap play, puts his head down. Greg tacklers with him inside the 40-yard line. Mark Lomas, the defensive right end, along with left linebacker Ralph Baker, with the fellows who got a free ride that time. They put it down at the 39, and that is good for another Miami first down for the Dolphins. 9 first down. The Jets unofficially have 8. First down at the Jets 39. Play action. He fakes the handoff, drops deep to throw, fires to Fleming, wide open. He's got a 35, 30, gets outside and cannot shake a tackler. He is down at the Jets 28-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. Greasy now 7 for 12, 110 yards through the air. First down at the Jets 28-yard line. Clock moving with 4:15 left to go in this first half. Score tied 7-7. Warfield to the far side, fully to the near side. Here's a handoff to kick. Sweep to the right. Cuts back to his left. Gets to the 25 to the 24-yard line. The ball at the Jets' 24-yard line. 3:42 left to go in the first half. Score tied 7-7. A 2nd down and 6. Bob up under center. Barks the signals. Waits for the snap. Here it is. He drops straight to throw. He fires the middle. Overthrown. Incomplete. Warfield was triple covered that time, and he was 5 yards behind where the ball landed. Incomplete. And now the Dolphins insert 3 wide receivers, Twilley, Stowe, and Warfield. A 3rd down and 6 at the Jets' 24-yard line. Dolphins offense having trouble getting into the end zone this afternoon. 7-7 is the score. Twilley lines up now to the far side of the field. Warfield slot man left. Stowe wide to the near side. Greasy back to throw on 3rd down. Gets a mighty rush. Throws to the near corner. It's caught by Stowe at the 11, 10. He's down to the 6-yard line. Otto Stowe wide open. Down the near side, Greasy looked left and fired to Stowe, who was wide open down the near side. Good for a first down. Al Atkinson, the middle linebacker, dropping back, made the tackle. A 1st and goal at the Jets' 6-yard line.
And that offensive line really put to the test everybody knowing that Bob was going to throw that ball. They kept them out and gave them all the time to make that complete.
Stowe and Twilley come out. Mandich goes in, and the Dolphins now have 2 tight ends in the ball game, Mandich and Fleming. A 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Otto Stowe with a big reception that time. They set in tight with Warfield as a wingman right. Here's the handoff, the kick through a hole on the right side, down to the 2, the 1. He is in for the score. Jim Chick over the right side, 6 yards, and he gets his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins, for the first time, take the lead in this ball game as Garrow is in to try to point from placement, and Morrow will hold. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go before the end of the half. Here's the snap, set down, the kick is up, and it is good. And that drive, 62 yards, 9 plays, consumed 4 minutes and 13 seconds, kick scoring from 6 yards out. So with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the first half of play, the Dolphins are out in front by a score of 14-7. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, before the end of the half. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and there is the end of the first half. Dolphin football action continues from Shea Stadium in New York. What's the score? Our Dolphins 14 and the Jets 7. Mercury Morris and Charlie Lee will go back at the north end zone to receive the opening kickoff of the second half from right-footed sucker-style kicker Bobby Howfield. Here is the whistle, a low squiver. It is grabbed by Bob Matheson, the Dolphin blocking wall at the 23, 25. He's at the 30. He's up across the 35 and gets out to the 38-yard line. Dolphins have a first down at our 38-yard line starting the second half. Bob Greasy is the quarterback. Zonka is a setback in behind him. And Kick is a wingman off to the left side. Here is the pitch going to Zonka. Sweep to the right, gets to the 40, 45! Across the 50 and then into Jets territory, belted out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Third down and 8. From the Jets 46, Greasy drops the throw, has time, looks right, now looks left, fires the middle. It is caught by Twilley inside the 30. He is knocked down at the Jets 27-yard line. Warfield splits to the far side, to the near side of Twilley. It's a third down and 3 situation at the Jets 20. A big play for Greasy on this particular call. 3rd and 3 from the Jets 20. He drops the throw. He has time, firing in the end zone, incomplete, overthrown, intended for Warfield. And so it gives Garo Yepremian a chance to come in and try another field goal. Early Thomas is back there covering on the play. This is a 27-yard attempt. Straight in, down here at the south end. Morrow will hold. Here's the snap. Set down, the kick is up. He's got more than the distance, and it's perfect. That drive, 42 yards, consumed 2 minutes, 56 seconds, 7 plays. Yepremian a 27-yard field goal with 12 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Dolphin football action continues from Shea Stadium in New York with a score. Our Dolphins 17, the Jets 7. The Jets starting from their 9-yard line, moving from our right to our left. Here is Namath dropping short to throw, fires to the near corner, caught by Barkham at the 19, and he is dropped at the 20-yard line on a jolting tackle by quarterback Curtis Johnson. And that's good for a first down. They put it down at the 21, a 12-yard pickup as Namath on a turnout to the near side hit big Jerome Barkham, the rookie wide receiver, for a first down. Second down and 4 for the Jets with 11 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. From the 27, back to throw, Namath. He swings one out, caught by McClain at the 30, far side, eludes the tackler across the 35 and is knocked down at the Jets 40-yard line. That's good for a New York first down. 3rd and 2 for the Jets from their 48. Joe spins, hands to Harkey. He is tipped up for a loss, back at the 45-yard line. A great play by Tim Foley, who came blitzing through there and flattened him out for a 3-yard loss. And a key play, since it was on third down, and it forces a punting situation now.
Rick, that last series was a good example of why that 53 defense was put in. Really, we've been seeing so much of it. It was really working well.
There is a timeout on the field. Dolphin football action continues from New York with a score. Our Dolphins 17, the Jets 7. Third down and 7 is the official call. Dolphins ball at our 15-yard line. Warfield flips to the far side, Twilley to the near side. Pickens Zonka behind Greasy. Greasy fakes the handoff, swings the pass out, intended to be a screen for Dick. He throws it way over his head, and it's incomplete. So Stiple comes in to punt. 6:52 to go in this third quarter. Dolphins lead 17-7. Here's the snap. Stiple gets it. A big rush. He booms it out of there. Gets a nice high trajectory kick. It is grabbed by Therasopoulos. Fair catch at the Jets 47-yard line. And they really put a rush on Stipe that time. Excellent field position for Joe. 6:35 to play in the third quarter. Dolphins lead by a score of 17-7 from the Jets 47-yard line. Joe sets the ball club. He drops the throw. He's being rushed. He fires deep down the middle. It is caught at the 5. Wait a minute, no touchdown. As Jake Scott came out of there with a football, Barkham caught it. As Namath went deep, he caught it at about the 20-yard line, and Scott was hanging all over him, and they ruled that he did not get into the end zone. He is down at the 1-yard line. So Namath strikes deep on the first place in scrimmage, 52 yards to the big rookie Jerome Barkham, and the Jets have a first and goal down at the Dolphins' 1-yard line. That's how quickly the complexion of a football game can change with Namath as your quarterback. Now they've got the 2 tight ends in, Stewart and Castor, and 3 running backs, McClain, Snell, and Harkey, are set in behind Namath. Namath sneaks the ball, There was no official indication. They on-file, and he did not make it. Joe Namath trying to sneak for the touchdown on the quarterback sneak. They put the ball down at the 1-foot line. It'll be second down and goal for the Jets. Namath has the three backs set in behind him. He sets his ball club. Here's the handoff going to McLean as a scramble ensues down at the goal line. McLean over the left side. He did make it. Third down and goal from the 1-foot line. The handoff goes to Snell. He didn't make it, and there's a flag down. Bob Matheson is the man who rose up to flatten him out. There is a flag on the play, and it appears to be against the Jets. A great goal line defense here for the Dolphins, and let's see what the penalty is for. Offside against the New York Jets. Third and goal from the Dolphins' 5.5-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Namath drops short to throw. Look. Fires. It is dropped at the goal line. Incomplete by the tight end, Rich Castor. He had his hands on it. Jake Scott bumped him, and he fumbled the ball. He dropped it. Incomplete is the ruling, so it's a fourth down. And still goal from the Dolphins' 5.5-yard line. And they're sending in the field goal team, and you can hear the reaction of the fans. They had a touchdown there had Castor been able to hold on to the ball. What a great defensive effort by this Dolphins defense. Here is the snap. Set down. The kick is up. There's a flag on the play. Illegal procedure against New York. So he'll try it over again. The ball is put down at the 18-yard line. Here's the snap. Set down. The kick is up again. And this time he just gets it inside the upright. It is good. Outfield converts on an 18-yard field goal. A 5-play drive and 42 yards consumed 2 minutes and 45 seconds. A great goal line stand by the Dolphins defense prevented something more disastrous than a field goal. So with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the score now, our Dolphins 17, the Jets 10. Outfield preparing to kick off. Charlie Lee deep to the far side. Morris down the near side. Here is the kick. He gets it high. It is not deep. Morris will grab it at the 7, out of the 10, the 15, the 20. He shakes the tackle, shakes another, cuts back to the near side. He may find a hole. He gets the blocking cord. 20, 25, up to the 30, 35, and he stows it to the ground at the Dolphins' 40-yard line. What a great return by Mercury Morris. He was contained on the far side of the field, going to his left a couple of times, and running laterally back to the near side, picks up a cordon of blockers, and returns it out to the Dolphins' 40-yard line, a 33-yard kickoff return. Waiting for the snap. Here's the handoff on the counter play. Zonka, big hole left side, 45, up across the 50-yard line. And he's knocked off his feet right at the 50. Second down and a yard. His time is back in. The Dolphins, after Zonka rambles for 9.5, have the ball at the midfield stripe. Here is Greasy. He hands off. Kick goes inside over the left side and gets about 4 to the Jets' 46-yard line before he is tackled by Gus Holloman. First down for the Dolphins. Greasy up under center. Waits for the snap. Hands off. Zonka on a slap into the middle, gets inside the 45 to about the 44-yard line, and it'll be about a second down and 8. A minute and 53 seconds to go in this third quarter. The Dolphins leading by a score of 17-10 from the Jets' 44-yard line. On the snap, Bob fakes the play, goes deep on the pass. Warfield got it 30 up the far sideline, 25 and out of bounds at the Jets' 20-yard line. The Dolphins first down at the Jets' 20-yard line. Greasy waits for the snap. Here it is. Spins, hands in the middle to kick. He bounces in there for just a yard before he's grabbed around one leg and halted at the 19-yard line by the left side linebacker, Ralph Baker. We have a minute and 15 seconds left to play in this third quarter. The Dolphins out in front 17-10, and a score of some kind here is imperative. A second down and 9 at the Jets' 19-yard line. Greasy drops straight back to throw. He fires deep for Warfield. It is knocked away in the end zone by Early Thomas. Warfield went to the far corner of the end zone down here at the south end of the field. Thomas got in front of him and deflected the pass away. The ball at the Jets' 19-yard line. Warfield flips to the far side. Fully to the near side. Big play, third down and 9. Greasy on the snap, drops the throw. He fires. It is knocked away from Howard Tully. Interference is called on the Jets inside the 5-yard line. Covering on the play was Steve Tannen and Gus Holloman. And Tannen apparently is the guy on whom it was called because he's arguing the most violently with the officials. So the Dolphins have a first and goal on the pass interference call at the Jets 4. Reese on the snap. Hands the kick. He threads his way into the middle and gets down to about the 3, and that's all. And there is the gun. That's the end of the third period. Dolphin football action will continue from Shea Stadium in New York with the score. Our Dolphins 17, the Jets 10. Warfield breaks out, and he will set as a wingman off the left side as they set in tight. Kick and Zonka, the split backs in behind Greasy. Waiting for the snap. Here's the handoff. Kick through the middle. He scores. Jim kicked as the officials waited to make sure before they raised their hands, and Kick gets his second touchdown of the afternoon, as Ralph Baker was the man that they carried in with him, and he was close to not being in. Henry?
And Larry Zonka took out 2 guys in the goal post.
So the Dolphins now have a 23-10 lead. That drive, 60 yards, 9 plays, consumed 3:37. Garrow will try the point from placement. With Morrill to hold. Here's the snap. The kick is up. And it is perfect. So the Dolphins now move to a 14-point lead again, 24-10. So that'll bring up a third down and about 4. All game is pretty much settled down into routine here in the final quarter. It's been a defensive battle all the way, and the Dolphins have been the dominant defensive team. Dolphins with a 24-10 lead, working on their 4th consecutive victory. Namath from his 33 drops the throw. He fires in the middle. It is knocked away, incomplete, up at the 48-yard line. So that brings up a punting situation, and here comes O'Neill into the ball game once again. 13 minutes and 18 seconds remain to be played in this contest. The line of scrimmage, the 33 in Jets territory. O'Neill standing back at about the 18. He gets the snap and booms a beauty out of there. Nice high spiral, hangs it up. Charlie Lee grabs it back at the Dolphin 18. Looks for home. Gets to the 20. He's stripped of the ball, fumbles, and the Jets recover. Charlie Lee tried to run it back. Got back to the 20. He was stripped of the football, and the Jets recover the fumble. And Namath has a first down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, Rick, this is the way this game can change so quickly. The complexity of the play. Stewart just stole that ball away.
They put it down at the 19-yard line, so it'll be a second down and 9. For the Jets at the Dolphins' 19-yard line. Now we've got Mumford and Bob Matheson in on the Dolphins' defense. Here's Namath. Hands off to Emerson Boozer, who's in there. To the left side, inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line goes Boozer. Namath ready to go to work on a 3rd and goal at the Dolphins' 1-yard line. 10 minutes, 32 seconds left to go. Dolphins lead 24-10. He sets his ball club on the snap. Hands off. Boozer, left side, touchdown. A 19-yard drive, 5 plays, consumed 2:46. There's a timeout on the field. Dolphin football action will continue in 1 minute. The score, our Dolphins 24, the Jets 17. Rick Weaver back at Shea Stadium, and Mercury Morris is back as a single back this time to receive Houfield's kickoff. Let's see what the strategy calls for here. With 10:17 to go, the Dolphins lead now down to 1 touchdown. He kicks it high, and he gets it deep. There will be no run back. He kicks it out of the end zone. The Dolphins now 80 yards away. Let's see if Reese can go with the ball control. 10 minutes, 12 seconds to go. The Dolphins lead by a touchdown. 24-17. Waiting for the snap from center. His kick is the wingman to the left side. Here is the pitch to Zonka. Sweep to the left. He is to the 25. He's up to about the 30-yard line before he's knocked off his feet. They put it down at the 29. 2nd and 1 for the Dolphins from our 29-yard line. Greasy hands the kick, puts his head down, rams over the right side, and he's got the first down out across the 30-yard line. Ball just across the 30. Dolphins first down. Greasy staggers the count, flags go down, handoff, Zonka, big hole, 35, 40, runs over a tackler and gets out to the 45-yard line. Flags go down. They call offsides against the Jets, and of course the Dolphins decline it. They'll take the gain of Zonka, which is 15 yards, and gives the Dolphins a first down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. First down, Dolphins at our 45-yard line. On the snap, handoff, Zonka, big hole in the middle. He puts his head down and bangs his way out to about the 49. 2nd down and 7. Dolphins from our 48-yard line. On the snap, Greasy hands to Zonk. Counter. Trap across the right side, and Larry gets across the 50 in the Jets territory at the 49. They put the ball down just inside the 50, so actually it's going to be a 3rd and 5 situation. Waiting for the snap. Long count. He drops the throw now. He sets. He fires. Caught by Kick, and he's out of bounds. He's got the first down the far sideline at the Jets' 38-yard line. Time a factor, field position. Dolphins with a 24-17 lead, 7:19 left to go in the ball game, and the Dolphins with a first down at the Jets' 38-yard line. Kick goes in motion, right side handoff. Zonka, he finds a hole in the middle, barrels his way inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. Gain of about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. On the snap, Reese drops the throw, has time, fires for Warfield on an out pattern. He's got it inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. Get a flag on the play on the Warfield's reception, and the Dolphins are penalized back to the Jets' 47-yard line, apparently for offensive pass interference. And if they did call it against Warfield, the ball is now back at the Jets' 47-yard line with a 2nd down and 20 for the Dolphins. On the snap, Bob drops the throw. He's set. He fires. It is caught by Warfield this time, and he's down at the Jets' 36-yard line, down immediately as he just hooked out a hitch pass, and Steve Tannen fell on top of him to contain him at the 36-yard line. 3rd down and 9. Dolphins football at the Jets' 36-yard line. 5:57 to go. Dolphins, the 3rd down and 9. This is a big play here. Dolphins lead 24-17. Greasy drops the throw. He's set. He is firing in the middle. It is knocked away inside the 25. Incomplete. And they triple team that time as Early Thomas, Al Atkinson, as Greasy was going to Warfield, and he was really sandwiched in between those defenders, and they deflected the ball away at the 24-yard line. So we will go for the field goal. And with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left to play, this will be a 43-yard attempt. From the near side inbound hash mark. Snap, set down. The kick is up. He's got the distance. It is good. And Garrow salts one through there, 43 yards when we really needed it with 5:38 left to play. Dolphin football action will continue in a minute. The score, our Dolphins 27, the Jets 17. Here's Namath. Back to throw. On 3rd down, has time. Fires the short pass. It is caught by Harkey. He's across the 20, finds a hole. 25. Gets out to the 29-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for the Jets at their 28. 3 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Jets from their 28. Here's a handoff on the draw play. McLean slanting across the left side, and he carries tacklers with him out to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 2 for the Jets. The ball at their 36. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Here is the handoff. Over the left side. Gets out across the 40 to the 45-yard line is Steve Harkey, and that is good for another Jets first down. The tackle on the play made by strong side linebacker Doug Swift. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left to go. The Jets with a first down at their 46-yard line. Namath splits Maynard and Barkham to the near side of the field. Castor, the tight end, is wide to the far side. McLean and Harkey are the split backs. Joe drops the throw. Has time. Now they're going to get to him. He's going to scramble. Now he throws the ball. It is complete to Harkey across the 50, 45, and knocked down at the Miami 40-yard line. And they have a first down at the Dolphins 40-yard line. There is the 2-minute warning. Dolphin football action will continue in 1 minute. The score, our Dolphins 27, the Jets 17. Jets down by 10 with 2 minutes to go. Namath has a first down at the Dolphins 40-yard line. Back to throw goes Namath. He's going to have to eat the football as he's about beheaded by Bob Matheson, who blindsided him, and Joe could hear those steps coming. He tried to run, and he just couldn't get out of Matheson's way. And so the defense takes over and throws Namath for a loss back to the Dolphins' 49-yard line. A 9-yard loss on the play.
And that is really making that 53 defense effective, Rick, when you have Matheson come in there and blow and get to the passer.
All right, a 2nd down and 19. Jets ball at the Dolphins' 49-yard line. Maynard, Barkham, white men to the near side. Castor wide to the far side. 2nd and long yardage. Joe drops the throw. He fires a middle screen. It is dropped by McLean, and he got a tremendous rush that time as the Dolphins were blowing. Manny Fernandez came booming in there, as did Stanfill, and they just handled those blockers like they were non-existent. And Namath just let them come and threw a middle screen. McLean was the intended receiver in the middle, and he drops the football. Time is in with 1:35 to play. The Jets have the ball at the Dolphins 49 with a 3rd down and 19. Dolphins with a 10-point lead, 27-17. Namath has his offense spread all over the field. He sets the ball club. On the snap, he goes back to throw. He fires, and again McLean drops the football at the 45-yard line. A little flare pass out here. There was no screen formed in front of him, and the ball appeared to be right on target, and McLean dropped it. Well, the fans get up on that play and begin to file out. 4th down and 19. This is the play of the ball game for the Jets. At the Dolphins' 49-yard line, they have to get to the 30 for a first down. Maynard comes to the near side as the wide man. Barkham is slot man right. Castor is split off the far side. 4th and 19. Jets ball at the Dolphins' 49. Back to throw goes Namath. Good protection. He fires deep down the near side. Barkham is down there. Knocked away. Incomplete. Dick Anderson on top of the play. Good defensive maneuver at the 10-yard line. Right down here in the near corner by Anderson on Barkham. And that just about tells the story of the ball game, as Namath had to go for the bomb. The Dolphins knew it, and they had double coverage, triple coverage over here. Anderson got to the ball and knocked it away. So the Dolphins take over on 4th down. With a minute and 24 seconds to go, a first down at our 49-yard line. Here's the handoff to Zonka. Tries to get outside, cuts back to his left, threads his way for pretty good yardage. Gets down to about the Jets' 45-yard line, a 6-yard pickup. So the Dolphins, with a minute and 12 seconds left to play, have the football with a 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 45. Here's the pitch to kick. Sweeps to the right, cuts back to his left, shakes the tackler, gets inside the 45, still digging for yardage, and down to the 43-yard line goes Jim Kick. Rich Fowle, the cornerback, and middle linebacker Al Atkinson in on the stop. With a 3rd down and 2 from the Jets' 43-yard line. Here's the handoff going to Zonk, cuts outside to the left. He's got a first down. Back to his right he goes. He's inside the 40, down to the 39, and that should assure his 100-yard performance. First down, Dolphins. The ball at the Jets' 39-yard line from the 39. Greasy ready to operate. Hands the kick. Goes into the middle. He's inside the 35, dragging tacklers with him down to the 30-yard line. New York does not have any more timeouts left, and the Dolphins will just run out the clock as Kick picks up about 9 yards on the carry. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and there's the end of the ball game. The Dolphins still are the only unbeaten team in the NFL with a 4-0 record and a 2-game bulge, which we'll check out for you in the AFC East. The final score, the Dolphins 27, the Jets 17.